Hey guys, this is Bucklops, and today we're back with another adventure series time lapse, because that's what the last few episodes have been, so we may as well continue it for an entire week of time lapses, apparently. And I guess today what we're doing is we're terraforming an entire new just part of the world into existence, pretty much. So basically, what I decided to do was, and you'll see me working with you'll see the next episode. It'll become kind of clear what how I'm trying to clean up the world. But basically, the area next to the end ship in the modern area was very oddly shaped, like all of the weird peninsulas coming out, and just geographically, it's a very weird area. And I figured all this area is only one block deep. It was something beforehand. I should probably make it something again. So I decided to terraform an entire new permanent beach area out of it for the sake of, I don't know, just filling in the space without it going to waste. Or like taking the time to just carve away that entire area to make it smooth with the underwater area. Because for a while I've been planning like a beach. Like if you've seen some of the previous episodes, like I believe there's an episode where I like rip out all of the, excuse me, but there's an area where I like rip out a whole bunch of grass like alongside the modern area. Like that was me preparing to make a beach. So I'd been wanting to make a beach for a while. That underwater area felt a little off to me that specific day. So you know what? I felt like making this, and I did. And in the end, I am really happy with the end project. The end of the product, just because it's really well made, in my opinion. Like it's entirely man-made terrain, and it still looks semi-natural to an extent. Like you can still see there are some man-made elements in it, but it still looks like it could have possibly been generated by the Minecraft code. So I am pretty pleased with how it turned out, and yeah. I also really like the fact that I could make a meme out of it as well, which is very much referenced in the episode's title, because of the weird peninsula shapes. Basically, I was like, and I like sat at a specific angle, and I was like, wait a minute, this looks like the beach in I think it's Brighton, UK, that PewDiePie recorded a Bee Lasagna on, which I've mentioned Bee Lasagna in every single one of these videos so far. I'm sorry, but I really like the song. But and I just was like, you know what, I have to take this. I have to turn this into a meme. So basically, what I did was I terraformed one area, added in some rocks, and voila! Now it's Brighton Beach. Now we're gonna destroy T Series. Yep, and I don't know. I really enjoyed this project, and I'm probably going to attempt to continue talking, which bear with because I'm probably going to get very repetitive because I don't want to put music in this one. I want to talk the whole time. It's only 11 minutes. I swear I can do this, guys. I'm not rusty with talking, I swear. But, anyways, I decided to just kind of make it big with on because I just was like, you know what? For the memes, let's do this. So, yeah. I guess I'll go over the process of how I decided to do some things. And kind of my first idea was like, this is like an area I feel like could be used for like some sort of wheat or something. Because the water, but because of the early on episodes in Adventure Series, basically what I did was I outlined the entire coastline in dirt. Then I tilled the dirt and I added in some wheat seeds, planted some wheat, and that's why the floor in the Adventure Series bedroom is red, because I was using it to breed red sheep so I could get red wool for the red floor. Yes, I said red a lot there, but basically, I figured, you know what, in tribute to that, in a way, let's just make that whole area kind of weedish, natural. So that was kind of my initial thought process behind that, and in the end, it does look a little odd from like certain angles. Like if you're looking like directly down on it, it does look a little odd. But, like if you're walking on the path, which convenient timing for it to appear on the screen, it does look pretty good. And I guess I'll explain now. The reason I decided to go with like a path like on this beach was just in general to like give myself some guidelines, I guess, so I can know like where I'm putting things, where what to fill in, what is like I guess the plots. Like the what plot areas do I have? Like where can I place things like in accordance to this guiding path? So I did end up deciding to put in some more decor on the beach side, as shown here. I'm putting in a bunch of little like umbrellas with chairs underneath them. So I don't know. I figured I'd change up the colors as well, so they're not all entirely yellow. But anyways, that was kind of that, and I did kind of have the idea like initially before I decided to terraform the whole thing. I was kind of like, I have two peninsulas. What should I do? And I looked at a certain angle. I don't know if I showed it in the time lapse, but I probably did. But I was like, this area is different. I feel like I could sit there, and it looks like the screenshot from Be Lasagna from the start. So that's kind of where the whole idea came in. And the next step, like the whole rock part, which I just added all the rocks and the buttons. I really like the detail of the buttons, just because they're there. It adds in a bit of variety with that breaks up all the light sand tone, so it isn't entirely just that color everywhere, like that with like the different shades under the birch, with the I don't know, the umbrellas being the main contrast point, with the spruce contrasting with the birch-like color of sand. But the stone itself as well contrasts well, considering sandstone and stone are right next to each other in desert biomes. So I figured, what was put in some stone, make this look decent, I guess. And that was kind of the idea. And if you saw just for a second there, where I was just kind of like looking off and at that specific angle, that was me like being like, yeah, I can make this into Be Lasagna. So eventually that's what I did transform it into. I don't know why I'm flying around. I was probably just taking screenshots to show friends, because I would believe I was in a Discord VC at the time, a voice call. So anyways, just whilst doing that, filling it in, like I made the entire thing solid because I didn't want to make it like, oh, you break one block, you just have like a whole underground cave-ish section. I'd rather have solid sand as opposed to that on the surface level. Anyways, yeah, right there, that's what I was doing. So anyways, filled in with more sand, just tried to make it feel more natural, add in the path, basically the same exact thing I had done beforehand. So not much more interesting, but I guess I will say the sandstone slabs and the stairs, like I really, really wish I could do that, like, I don't know, underwater or something, but I can't, because it'll look really, really bad, because I'm only on Xbox One Edition, I'm not on Bedrock Edition. I don't really want to move Adventure Series to Bedrock Edition, because I feel like the graphics on Xbox One Edition are way better than the graphics on Bedrock Edition, for, like, video-wise, because I feel like it's more bright, it's more saturated, like, the other one's more, like, dingy, I guess. But anyways, you can just see that if I could apply that type of terraforming to like the actual like coastline, that would make it so much better. But I can't, unfortunately. And if you could just see the red-black design on the top of that umbrella, that was from the specific angle I was thinking of. And this is where I actually go through and create the rocky pattern, because as I said, I was talking in a VC while designing this, and they were basically like, you should make it more rocky, so it can resemble it more. So I decided to, let's make it more rocky. But after that, like, before I did that, I did have the idea to line it up with the end ship, just to kind of, I guess, continue that as, like, a story, in a sense, just so, like, added more human elements to the world, because the world is essentially just me. No one else is here in the Adventure Series other than, I guess, Stealthy Whale joining off camera. But it essentially has been reduced to just me, so I wanted to add in more human-like elements, like the umbrella, like that little thing, just so it felt more like there could be people here, there could be a story behind the end ship taking off, flying around, whatever. But anyways, this is where I added all the rocks. I go back to that one specific view a lot, just for the sake of looking to see if I've made it accurate to the video or not. And I feel like in the end results, it does look pretty good. And like looking at it from above, it doesn't look nearly as bad as I thought it would, because it is just kind of a huge pile of rocks that's just kind of slammed there next to all this sand that just wasn't there before. And I thought it would ruin the view, but it ended up not ruining the view. So that was, I don't know, kind of a pleasant experience. But and it was just opposite side, finishing up details. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty well in the end. Yeah, adding in some dead bush because that's what you do. But yeah, that's pretty much this episode. So I guess clear that out, wait for the time lapse to fade because I've got like 10 seconds left of visuals. Fixed up some things in other terrain, but yeah. So this has been the episode. I somehow managed to talk for 11 minutes, which is a first for a video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I guess see you tomorrow when I do I don't know, probably the most unique of the time lapses. Then again, I did it twice, so it's probably not as unique as it would be otherwise. But you know, see you next time.